Hello and welcome to my latest weekly video news from Madison's, where you're probably seeing a change. First of all, we have got rid of our sofas and comfy chairs at the top here and replaced it with a beautiful kitchen table. We just found that when we were having meetings, sometimes we want the iPad out to talk about properties, book viewings in, and it was all a bit awkward over the sofas. So a big change, first change in a while. I don't know if I like this layout. I'm going to have to play around with it. You might see a different angle of me next week, but for now, this will do. Let's see where we go. Anyway, spring budget tomorrow as I record this on Tuesday. Jeremy Hunt's second spring budget. It'll be the big one before the general election at the back end of the year. And of course, there was a leak to the Sunday Times about a potential raid on second home owners profiting from short-term lets. I published an article a little while ago in Times of Tunbridge Wells about what I predicted would happen, and it was a difficult one. I think he's going to have to make a little go a long way. So whether he will look at stamp duty for first-time buyers, possibly something on new developments, 1% mortgage, and maybe something to make the buy-to-let market easier for landlords, because buy-to-let landlords, they've had a tough time over the last 14 years of a Conservative government. There's been increasing regulation, more and more tax regimes introduced, so it's many buy-to-let landlords exiting the market. So I thought maybe he'd do something to soften that blow a bit. But this leak suggests that he's going to go after short-term lets, so people who profit from renting out from a holiday time let. At the moment, they get quite a favourable tax regime. It's expected to raise about 300 million, so will close the deficit in the budget by quite a bit. And industry reaction generally calling that that's not a great thing. The market is already under enormous pressure for second homes. And, you know, the holiday home industry does provide a very vital need for people who need short-term lets or looking to stay in our country to go on holiday. Isn't that a good thing? So let us wait and see what happens on that. It'll be interesting. Zoopla's latest house price data out, as I expected, and what we are feeling here at Madison's. All the dials are positive. So we're basically seeing higher number of properties going to market. Prices went up. Nationwide index supported this actually 1.4% in February against February last year. First time that's happened for a year that prices have gone up. And buyer demand up as well. Sales agreed, importantly, up about 14% on last year. So definitely all the indicators showing that with that slightly calmer mortgage interest rate environment, that pent-up demand is pushing through, and we are expecting a strong spring market. My diary is phenomenally busy with valuations and agreeing offers, actually. So I've got 9 offers that I'm talking about on properties at the moment. That's a lot of chat, I can tell you. So yeah, market looking good, market looking favourable, everything expected to continue to rode through. South East, though, interestingly, had the highest rate of price falls. So excluding London, that sort of sits as a little microcosm of its own. But yeah, South East has experienced the worst price falls. Always expected. We get the biggest price rises and the biggest falls. It's just a levelling out that happens. Well, wasn't it great news that the bid community got voted back in for another 5 years? So it's the Improvement District initiative, the Business Improvement District initiative. It looks to coordinate marketing and investment in an area. Their first term just came to an end, the first term of 5 years, just been voted in for another 5 years. Over 80% of the votes were for a yes, which is fabulous news, so really, really great. And if you go onto the website, you can see some of the many, many wonderful things they've done to support our community. So they've introduced training, coordinated events, investment in marketing initiatives. There was all those trails that happened that continue to go on, the Easter Bunny Trail, Halloween Trail for the kids, etc. Looking at the COVID response, delivering wreaths around the town, all those wonderful Elaine Gill town centre maps that were distributed, the colouring books, so much they do to reinvigorate our town, and I am thrilled that they're back in. So well done to Alex Green and his fabulous team. I voted yes, and I am thrilled. So that's great news. Sad news to hit our town, though, about Times of Tunbridge Wells. So it's a paper that's been around for a good number of years now, I think 7 years or so. But anyway, developed a really strong presence in the town, very well regarded, really reporting community local events. And it stopped immediately. Last week's edition was the last one. So Tunbridge Wells, which I've got a copy of here on my table, actually. I always like to keep it here because look, I was on the front. me and my lovely husband. Yeah, so we were in it. That was May 2023. Last year we were celebrating our 10th anniversary. So was also part of the One Media Group. They've also finished, but Times of Tunbridge Wells, it was hope will continue. They're saying they're going to go digital. Let's watch this space. But that's a real shame, I think. That was really loved by the community. Anyway, lots of properties going to market. I'm just going to talk about two. We've got great one on Newlands Road, 800,000, had a fabulous loft conversion and an extension downstairs. So really good 4-bedroom house, lovely south-facing garden, off-road parking, a lot to offer at that 800,000 mark. So that's a goodie. And Marnock Place as well. It's a lovely little community just off the Pembury Road. Gated community, consists predominantly of flats. This one I'm selling a really lovely little attached house. It's got a little private patio space with a nice southwest orientation, allocated parking, a garage, and really lovely light filled spacious accommodation. No onward chain with that one. That's on at a guide of £675,000. If either of those of interest, do give me a call. I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next week. We'll see what Jeremy said in that budget. Bye-bye.